to Sandra Dooley East High School. Sandy has been an inspiration, a motivator, a school mom, an amazing teacher, and a talented artist to Xavier the last 4 years. This has been even more important the last year and a half during a pandemic.
As a parent that also works in a school, I know what a challenge the past year has been and how hard the teachers have worked to keep students engaged. Our entire family has been so impressed by the passion for teaching and for being so unflappable in the face of adversity.
To Miss Devaney, WC Cyber, no matter how hard parents try to give their children the best of values, they will ultimately grow up to be young adults whose personalities are shaped by teachers like you.
To Mrs. Jill Lisowski. Over the last 3 years, Mrs. Lisowski has worked tirelessly to help William develop. William is a 5th grader in her autism support classroom. She has helped him find his voice, and his set of skills has increased tremendously. I just want to share that William loves to go to school and sometimes asks for school on the weekend. When you can help a child learn and your approach makes the child want to learn, you have created a model of success.
My daughter Maddie was so excited to learn to play the trumpet, and with virtual lessons she was struggling with putting all of the pieces together. Mr. Fouette went above and beyond to troubleshoot every problem that she could have, and eventually everything came together and she couldn't have been more excited when that happened. We greatly appreciate his efforts. Maddie Stewart, Glen Acres Elementary School.
Dear Madam Page, I saw this form for Teacher Appreciation Week, and you were the first teacher to come to mind. You are one of the most kind, understanding, and considerate teachers I've had. I admire your constant positive attitude despite everything that's been going on recently in the world.
Dear Mrs. Fisher, you are the best teacher in the universe because you create extra fun ways to learn, like when we played the theme matching game. I love writing because we get to do poetry walks that give me lots of inspiration. Reading is also one of my favorite subjects because I really enjoy our book clubs.
Her positivity and awareness of what Xavier has needed and when to push him a bit more, offer reminders and suggestions and guidance, has propelled him to admission to Tyler School of Art and Architecture. This would not have happened if she didn't engage him during his freshman year and to continue with gentle guidance throughout his high school career.
I can't recount how many times Asher has come in to report, Mrs. Dean is such an MVP. Her Wi-Fi went out, so she drove to Starbucks to keep the class going. Or, we had so much fun in Mrs. Dean's class today. Or, a myriad of other times that has been absolutely wowed by your focus and dedication.
Today we want to show our gratitude for the way you have looked after our child whole year in pandemic time, and we know you really care because every time he has finished his cyber class with you, he had a smile on his face and is excited to go back to your class next day.
Mrs. Lisowski hasn't just helped him with academics, behavior, and social skills. She has been instrumental in teaching him to come to her. That would sound trivial to a typical child, but William is not typical. He has quite a long history of dangerous elopement. He never stopped when called and has no sense of danger. This behavior, or skill deficit, is life-threatening, and I cannot emphasize the seriousness enough. Mrs. Lisowski has been instrumental in teaching him to stay with an adult and come when called.
You are such an incredible teacher through your teaching as well as your personality in general. French is easily my favorite class because of how fun it already is, but also how you make it even more enjoyable. You always ask everyone individually how they are at the beginning of class to help practice our French, but it really means a lot that you check in with everyone. The way you teach revolves around including all of your students and making sure they are involved and understanding what we're learning.
You are kind, smart, patient, calm, and good at explaining the things that we need to learn. When it's time for school, I feel excited because I can't wait to have another day in our classroom. You make me feel happy and interested in the things that we learn. I'll never forget you and how we marched through coronavirus together and had an awesome year. Love, Violet.
We are so lucky we have had her with him every step of the way. She truly has made a difference in being a safe space at East and for nurturing so many kids when they are away from home. Thank you, Xavier Piombino, East High School.
We are so grateful to you and all of the FHE teachers and staff for what you have done to keep our children learning and smiling behind those masks in truly uncertain times. Thank you. Asher Claypool, FHE.
How's that feel?
Oh, that's amazing. I am shocked. That's so sweet. That's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that with me.
There are no words to appreciate someone whose words empower children to chase their dream. Thank you very much to you, Cyber School of Westchester Area School District, and Glen Acres Elementary. From Adi Nangare.
So as much as I am both amazed and proud of all the growth and development she has helped William achieve, the thing I am most grateful for is the work she has put in on his deficit. Please recognize what an extraordinary accomplishment this is from the best teacher any child could hope for, William Snyder.
How does that make you feel?
That makes me feel very, very touched. And it is a team effort, so I couldn't have done it without Mom's support. So this is great. He's gonna move mountains one day, so yeah.
You are easily one of the best teachers I've ever had, and I'm sure my classmates would say the same. Overall, Madame Page, I want you to know how much my fellow students and I admire, acknowledge, and respect you and everything you do. With great appreciation, Kara. Thank you.
That's amazing. It's amazing to help kids, and especially in the way the world is today, to be able to help them learn and be excited about learning and to be appreciated it's a very special thing.
This is the only reason why I come to work, and I love my job. My students today were even saying, Mrs. Fisher, you're so happy today. And the sun's not even shining. And I said, you're my son. You're the reason why I'm happy.
I just wrote a letter to my 5th graders saying I had learned so much about technology from them as well, because when things would go down, they would say, oh, Mrs. Dean, try this. When this happens to me, I do this. And so I'm like, oh, okay, it worked. We're good, we're back up. So they have been amazing with technology, I have to say. This is really so sweet. I am touched. Thank you so much. I will save this. This means so much to me, honestly. Thank you.